This is the 49th annual Chicano Park Day celebration. It's about Chicanismo, it's about community, it's about a group of people in the community that said, you know what, we're tired, we want to have our own park, we want to be able to represent and have our own children play in their own park, in their own neighborhoods. And so they picked up their axes and their shovels and they built the park, and now 49 years later, it still exists today, and this festival is truly about the celebration of Chicano Park and what it represents, which is the community here in Logan Heights, aka Barrio Logan.
My son had it maybe a year, and then he passed away suddenly, and since then I've taken it over, and this is how we're keeping him alive. Inside the car I have his heart with ashes inside of it. The funny thing is, when I had the upholstery done, the upholsterer sat in my car and he tore the car apart like 5 times. And then he said he grabbed the heart and he said, just tell me what you want me to do to your car. And when I went to go see it, that's what he came up with. So it's the angel wings, the halo, and then the funny thing is he did the cross in the back and it matches the tattoo I have. Never showed him. My paint job is amazing. It's amazing. We just added the magenta and some of the purple and some of the pink to make the blue stand out. We're just doing whatever we think my son would have done.
This is my 57 Chevy pickup. It's step side, 57. My brother had it before me, got it in a primer condition, no motor, no bed in the back, doors wouldn't close. So he fixed it up, kind of hot rod style, had racing wheels on it. And I got it after he passed away. I changed it over to lowrider style, and I repainted it the same color he had it to honor his memory. And so put a lot of money, a lot of hard work, and a lot of effort into it. I've had it now for about 20 years myself after I got it, and but I really started working on it again about 6-7 years ago. This style of year, 55, 56, 57, you don't see a lot in the lowrider style, especially with these kind of rims and wheels and the skirts in the back like this. So it has a real sleek look to it. And then this color, the teal blue, really stands out, and it attracts a lot of attention. People come by all day long wanting to talk to us about it and take pictures of it. I have 15s, I have white walls. I got my rims are steelies with steel hubcaps, so it's all one look. I painted this. I didn't put any other colors on it. You see the blue and you see chrome. So everything on here, you see the chrome rims, you see all the chrome moldings, and that's it. And I like that it has a clean, sleek look to it.
This is a 1948 Pontiac Silver Streak. Like I see is a Ruby brown, black top, pinstripe is done by Carlitos from Yuma, Arizona. I had it for the last 5 years. Still working in process. My next step is airbags and work on the engine compartment and make it look good. I got 13-inch wheels with white walls.
Do you see a lot of these cars, or?
On a Pontiac, no, you don't see it that much. You see pretty much fleet lines, but not Pontiacs. Revolution started in 1994 in Calexico, and so far we got 4 chapters. Calexico, Mexicali, Mexico. We got a chapter in Texas and also in Coachella. And we got a brothers chapter in Ontario.
It's a 1938 Plymouth Master Deluxe. So I started building it about 5 years ago. It took me a year and a half to build it. And the purpose I built it was for my daughter's quinceañera. After that, I turned it over to my brother, and he's the one that did all the custom work on it. A Plymouth, 38 Plymouth is not very common anymore, so I've only seen about 3 out here in South San Diego. So I was junk in a garage. Old man had it in 1965. It's when he bought it. He had it from 1965 till 2014 when I picked it up from him, and then I had it in my garage for about a year and a half. So.
Was it running when you got it?
No motor. I mean, the motor was there, but it was frozen. Everything had to be redone, top to bottom. So.
Well, over here, 1937 Plymouth, pretty much old stock except hydraulics. And I have this car since 2000. And we're on Amigos Car Club, Angel Del Club in 1980. And everything we do is tradition and the style.
Now you have a Emiliano Zapata and the mural back there.
Right, this try to mean look back at the revolution, what you guys doing for us, than what we are right now.
I own a 1948 Chevy Fleetmaster sedan. The name of the car is called G's48. This car is built in memory of my son that passed away. I just took Best of Show here today.
Is that right?
Yeah, took Best of Show. And car has murals all around the car. Like I said, takes first place everywhere I go. So far I'm still not done with it. It's been 19 years. 50 grand later, look how it looks. I have nothing but angels, and I don't have nothing dirty around the car, so it's all angels. The car's blessed. So it's a beautiful car. I love driving it. I got some cross-size Zeniths on it. Paint job done by Delgados. All the patterns done by the Delgados brothers. All Delgados Customs. Engraving by Hernan. And the murals are done by 408 Customs.
I have a 65 Buick Wildcat. I have not yet seen a Wildcat fixed up. I've been wanting to see a Wildcat fixed up. Because, you know, when you go to car shows, you know, on the real, when you go to car shows, you want to see other cars like yours so you can kind of up it up a notch or whatever. But I have not seen a Buick Wildcat fixed up like mine.
And what made you want to hook up a Wildcat?
Because my name is Tigerina. I have Sinister wheels and spokes. I have a 401 nail head engine. I have Super Slams, drop it pump.
Now your Wildcat doesn't have any windshield wipers. What happens when you're out in the rain?
She doesn't come out in the rain.
We're out here in the 1968 Chevy Impala fastback. We got about a 8-stage candy on this thing right here. About 20 gallons of clear on this motherfucker. We're rolling with some 100 spokes Chinas knockoff. 100 spoke China knockoff. Nothing too major. Dual exhaust, straight pipe. Got a 350 turbo. Just all the way nice, man. You know what I'm saying? This car was painted by a lowrider legend. If anybody knows, follow lowriding history, OG Mondo, you know who he is. He's been painting cars for 30 years. Just a legend, man. Like 27 lowrider covers. Just all up, you know, stand-up dude. You know what I mean? Everybody who knows about him knows he's a real dude in the paint game. So what my family's doing is trying to, you know, OG Mondo get a little bit older in age. He's still blasting shit out, but we're trying to preserve this car, you know what I mean? And keep it on the road, keep it as a piece of art.
All right, my name is Jesse Ramos out here showing off my car. One-way car club, right in an Empire and the Valle too. I got a 68 Impala, green candy apple. I already bought it like this. They named it Apple Martini. 72 spoke twisted. You got your hydros. Every car is individual as it is, and it's a beautiful car. It's unique to each owner, you know what I mean? Everybody loves their own car. That's what it is. You build it on your own, you do it how you like it, and that's what it is. That's your car. You like it.
It's a 64 Chevy Impala Super Sport convertible with a lot of the factory accessories with airbags on the suspension. The wheels are Dayton wire wheels with 13-inch 520s. It's got a 350 Chevy motor and transmission, and it's pretty hopped up. Gets up and goes. It's pretty good. I owned it for more than 30 years. It was my high school car.
327 Chevy Impala, 1962 Super Sport, 327 motor, fully engraved, front to rear, 13-inch Zenith tires. Gold triple chrome-plated lip.
This is my 1961 Chevy Impala convertible, lowridered out to the fullest with the OG True spokes. I got the 1964 interior that kind of looks like a Pendleton. I got the spotlight. It's got the electronic eye. Of course, a Virgin Mary. You gotta have the Virgin Mary in there. Of course, a cross, and done in red. Pinstripes with a little tin red inside interior, and of course one mural in the back which represents what I do for a living. I'm a radio DJ, and so it's got the skulls because I love the calaveras, represents part of my culture, my upbringing, and I dedicated this car to my father, who was in the military at Fort Ord in 1961. It was in pieces. The car was truly in pieces. Parts came in trash cans, in buckets. I loaded up in the trailer. First day I drove it home in the trailer, took it in the backyard and just took it apart. And it was a disaster. Rust everywhere, paint wasn't nowhere to be show quality finish, and it took me about a year to build the car. 61s is not really that common. Every year in those from 58 all the way to 64, they were like one-off years. So some of the cars in the Impala family have a little bit of touches of each other, but in reality, they're all different cars. The 61, 62, there's some similarities, but for the most part, all individual from those years. And 1961, one year, they did the traditional hardtop bubble top, and then they did the convertible. So every car in the Impala family is a little different. It's always about the body lines. Whenever it comes to Impalas, it's always about the body lines, whether it's 64, 63, 58, which is a car that people thought was really ugly when it came out. But for us lowriders, we love the way the 58 looks. And in fact, some of us call it the king of the Impalas. The king of lowriding is the 1958 Chevy Impala. 1961, like I said, one-off. It's a different year, it's a different styling. Always look at the back of the car and it's a different styling. No airbags, it's all hydraulics. I do juice, that's all I do. Just part of my upbringing. When I was a kid, I used to see all the lowriders cruise around the park, and I used to think one day I'm gonna get one of those, and it had to be with hydraulics.
It's a 1959 Impala convertible, also known as that cat eyes. The tail lights, teardrop eyes, you know, just like a fucking cat. It's usually the whole debate between the 59 and 58. The 58 because it was the first Impala, but the 59, look at those wings.
I got a 1958 Chevy convertible Impala. It's a grandfather of all Impalas. The first Impala they made came out in 1958. It's got a 283 engine on there. I got a 350R transmission on there. It's got an air system, AccuAir system on there, and it's my daily driver. I drive this bad boy wherever I go. I got some Trail Masters on there. I got the cruiser skirts. I got the Continental kit on there. The car I received it from one of my good buddies up in Martinez, California. It was pretty much the same condition. I just added Trail Masters. Added a couple things here and there. A new top, the 1959 Cadillac lights. I put them on, and pretty much I really didn't want to touch it because I wanted to cruise the car. You know what I mean? Normally when I buy a car, I tear it down and I do my own style. This one, I just wanted to cruise it, that's what I do. I think in 1958 and 1959, they're the priciest Impalas out there right now. 61s are coming up to the game. It's got to be a drop top though. It's got to be a convertible. But these cars here, for a pretty penny, you can probably get one for about 90 to 100,000. So these cars, everybody's looking for these cars. It ain't just us Hispanics as lowriders. But you also got the hot rod guys, the custom guys, the rat rod guys. You got everybody looking for these cars. Anything that's convertible. The name of this car is Abuelocho. Abuelocho means grandfather. Since it's a 58, El Ocho means someone like grandfather in Spanish. Tavares Family Car Club is a family name. I started this gig about 4 years ago, 2014. We're a non-profit organization, a 501c7. Anything that we profitize, we end up donating for the community to our local Fallen Heroes of America, our PAL, our battered women, shelter homes, etc., etc., etc. We donate every single dime that we get. Every single dime that we get, that we make, that we receive, it goes out to something special, our education, anything that's out there that's for the needy.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description. And thanks for watching StreetTV.net.